be
March 27th.
March 27th, which would be Palm Sunday. And then we have,
27th is Easter, actually.
okay, so that -7 would be 20th. On the 20th is Palm Sunday, which triumphal entry, and then Easter Sunday service. And there's a spiritual day hosted by Dr. Farim at whatever MCC, Grand Prairie, Texas. What could you tell me what those letters represent?
Metropolitan Christian Center.
Metropolitan Christian Center. Okay, and that's Saturday, March 18th, and that starts at what time?
It starts at 5:30.
So put that on your calendar.
I forgot the flyers. I carried them all day yesterday. And then,
Anything else that we need to mention?
I created a new link. I think everybody here probably has it by now for the YouTube videos. That would be a URL that probably should be in the bulletin.
Okay.
So it's the HTTP. You can put the www or leave it out. The tinyurl.com/Agape BCF YouTube, and that'll take you to the actual playlist page where it'll show each week's service or each week's event.
you've got it to read green.
Yeah, I texted it. I know I texted it to the pastor, or at least I meant to. So if you didn't get
Is
it,
that a new one?
well, this was
I went to the other one.
a few. Okay, this would have been a few days ago.
Okay. I'll have to check back, see if I think I got something from you.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bob's taken the time to do that, and you might take a look. It's really meant for people that I guess aren't here, but if we make it known to people so that then they can, if they are interested, they can go and watch at a later time.
Also, any shut-ins or anyone in a hospital that's got access on their phone.
Any other thing?
So far, we're looking forward to Easter and the Spiritual Enrichment Day.
Okay. All right. Any
Next,
prayer? Oh, go
next
ahead.
Sunday, I will have to leave the service early to participate in the dedication of a baby of the pastor in the church where we went to contest last time. Yeah.
Okay.
The new pastor there has a new baby, and he's invited me for the dedication of the baby.
Don't forget that next week is spring forward, so we need to put our clocks up 1 hour.
1 hour ahead.
Yeah.
So
As I call it, daylight stealing time. They steal an hour of sleep.
So just evening it out. You got an extra hour in the fall. So, anyway, okay. Any prayer requests?
I have a couple.
Okay.
In my Bible study class, the advanced Bible study class downstairs, Paul and Esther were two of the people I first met when I got in there. And Esther was sorting papers a couple nights ago, and her husband had brought her a drink, and she's drinking. I said, I think there's something wrong with this drink. And then she said, I think there's something really wrong. And so she said, called 911. And it turns out that the back of her neck, she had a blood vessel burst. So she was gone in a minute. Paul's taking it pretty hard. So praying for him and his family to get through the grief successfully. The second one is I have a friend in the colony who was working for PepsiCo for several years, who got laid off, with the outsourcing. It seems to be inevitable these days. And so he retrained to become an aircraft mechanic. Was working for a small company up in Denton, and the company has been bought out, And so they're going to basically replace all the people with their own people. So we're basically buying out the competition. So he needs to find new employment. So if you hear of or run into anyone looking for aircraft mechanics, FAA certified, please let me know.
Does he have a name?
Michael Wolf.
Michael Wolf. In the way of prayer requests are our son-in-law and my daughter Carissa. Their house finally, the loan went through and they are moving, loading their stuff up Monday. I don't know when they're gone. But be in prayer for Carissa and Nathan as they move their home belongings and stuff to Odessa.
Praise God.
Is that where they're going to be, is in Odessa, the apartment?
I don't know. I
Okay.
didn't hear her say that. Odessa or Midland, whichever.
Okay, well, we just say to their new home.
They're in the same direction. You pass
They
one,
are.
you get to
Yeah.
the next one.
That's right.
Well, and the reason I ask that is because they had an apartment supposedly set back and that was going to be reserved for them, but as he was coming home this way this week, when he got about halfway, the apartment people called him up and said that they had rented the place out from underneath it. And so he had to go back, turn around and go back again the 2.5 hours and try to find another place, and they did find another place. And trusting that all of this is in God's will and that He's protecting them as they heard that the place that they formerly were going to have, the manager was not very good in getting things done, and so this might be a better thing for them anyway. So that's Chris and Nathan. Anybody else?
Update about Eric.
Okay.
Eric is able to answer when you call him.
He's talking,
And this week he's able to respond. So it's
Praise
God's
God.
miracle.
Amen.
The way he was in the ICU, even the doctors didn't know he would make it. But God has been walking through until now. We're looking forward to the day he will get out of that hospital.
Yeah.
And then the mother can be able to go back and take her deserved rest.
Yeah.
Where is she staying? Is she staying right there at the hospital?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So I think sometime if we can get maybe a fruit basket this week, we can take to her.
Yeah. We serve a miracle working God
Yeah.
and never give up on prayer.
Then when they moved Eric to the other room, there was enough space, so they gave her a bed. She used to sleep on the chair, but now she has.
Oh, good. Still, there's not a lot of rest that you get in a hospital. You know, because they come in every so often. I don't know about.
and the machine, ping, 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 ping.
Yeah. So, anything else? Joanna, would you lift up